The Doppelganger. This story happened to me around 15 years ago, but I never got the courage to share it. The only thing about me that you need to know is that I have a scar since birth on the right side of my forehead. Have you ever heard of creatures called doppelgangers? They look almost identical to you, and their goal is to either kill you or replace you. It was a cold January morning. I was with my girlfriend. We knew each other for 2 years, so we decided to live together. I was working from home and I didn't have to leave very often. On the other hand, she was a manager of a company. Our days became very stale, which might have increased the pressure between us. She was having difficulties at work and took it out on me. I told her that it wasn't fair, but she didn't listen. After an hour of arguing, I thought it's best to go out and breathe some fresh air. Got my jacket and shoes, left her angry at the kitchen. Usually when I finished work, I would go outside for a walk near the woods. I love nature. Frustrating thoughts of our fight still roamed in my head though. I was about to go down a road I had never been before. I needed to walk a bit more, so I continued. The descent wasn't that difficult. Where does this trail lead to? I continued forward until I came to a strange boulder. Some candles were burning there. As I got closer, I realized it was an altar of some sort. But the strangest thing was that there were pictures and clothes of me around it. I froze. It took me a while to realize it was really me. Some perverted person had stolen my clothes and brought them to a place in the form of an altar? I could feel myself being watched. I was spinning in different directions. Something was watching me. How had I not noticed that something was watching me? The air was getting heavier. Was this one of those cultists who perceive a completely random person to be their god? Or if it was some sort of sacrificial altar? I didn't want to find out. So I left everything in place, then left. The way back felt different. Harder. The air still felt heavy. I reached the fork. The thought of what I saw gave me no peace. Finally, I reached the front of my house, but something wasn't right. I could hear my girlfriend talking to someone inside. I walked through the door and froze yet again. Across from me, I saw myself. I don't know how to explain it. I saw myself talking to my girlfriend. Is this an illusion? Then this thing looked at me. It was the same as me. While talking to my girlfriend and eating, it slipped a knife into its sleeve. I didn't know what to do. I went up to the second floor in the most quiet way possible. If I had made any sound and my girlfriend had come to check, I didn't know what that thing was gonna do. I couldn't find my gun. It wasn't there. Then I heard them outside. I stood at the window and watched them talking. My girlfriend walked towards the garden, and that thing looked right at me. It knew where I was. It walked off in my girlfriend's direction. It had a very strange walk. I had to be sure it wouldn't see me. I went down to the kitchen and got a knife. Then I went outside. I could see them. The thing knew I was watching it. I started running in the direction of the woods. It had seen me and followed. I had to kill it. It was following me. I hid behind a tree and watched it. It pulled the knife it had taken from the kitchen out of its sleeve. The thing took off in my direction. I waited for the right moment and made my strike. It fell to the ground and I stabbed it from above. After struggling for about a minute, it died. Then I was able to get a good look at it. The scar I had on my right side was on his left. As I was looking him over, I heard a very squeaky sound and dropped to my knees. I fainted. When I woke up, the body was gone. After that incident, I didn't see him again. A long time has passed. I have a family now, a beautiful boy who even has the same scar as mine. He also loves to walk in the woods, but yesterday his walk was delayed too much. He came home towards evening, but he was strange. Then I noticed that his scar was on the left side.
If you have experienced similar paranormal activities, share them to our email or the comments below.